Hi, thank you for joining me again this week. I want to talk a little bit about just being happy. This world is so full of turmoil and chaos and confusion that sometimes it's even hard for us to be happy or to have joy. And that's terrible because we need to be happy and we have to have joy to be able to just be able to face every new day. In fact, in 2018, I think it was, I wrote a book called Being Happy. And it's called Being Happy 10 Keys to Unlock Overflowing Joy in Everyday Living by Janice Almond. And in the front, it says, Being happy, anyone that is not happy does not claim their birthright. And that was a quote by Theron Q. Dumont. And I tend to agree with that. Amen. If you cannot claim happiness, then you're like living life like you're not even really enjoying life. So that would be a birthright that you can claim. Amen. Is to have happiness. Now, actually, when I wrote this book, key number one was the B in being happy, and it was to be yourself. And I think that's really important because if you can't be yourself, you're going to have a rough way in life because you're going to always be fake. You're going to always try to model after someone else. You're going to try to have another idol, and you're going to just be miserable because you're never going to be able to be yourself or accept yourself. And you don't want to be a fake person. No one likes being around fake people. In fact, there's a quote on here, and the author is unknown, but it says, be yourself because an original is worth more than a copy. Amen. An original is always precious. An original is always going to be priceless. And your creator designed you. And because of that, you ought to really be thanking him that he made you original and not like anyone else. But I know sometimes with the peer pressure and just other people that want to put us down. In fact, when I was a little girl, I was really skinny and also pigeon-toed. And it kind of got to me after a while because I felt like sometimes people would make fun of me and laugh at me. And no matter what you look like, sometimes it just makes you feel like, wow, I'm not really measuring up to what other people think I should measure up to be. So it's really important that we can find something that we like about ourselves so we can be ourselves. In fact, it reminds me of that story of the ugly duckling. And remember that he always thought he was ugly and out of place and like an outcast. And so he always would compare himself to the other ducklings. And he was so, bigger and shaped differently. And he just felt ugly, like he was out of place and really messed with the duck. And then later on, when all the people or the ducklings grew up to be adults, come to find out that he wasn't even a duck at all. He was a swan. So maybe that could be your issue, right? Of course, you're not going to fit in or be like these other people because you're not supposed to fit in and be like the other person. You're unique. You're special. You're one of a kind. So I want to let you know that today, that however God made you, tell yourself you are enough. I want you to think about your uniqueness. I want you to think about something that sets you apart from other people and make a list. It's really good to write down your thoughts and your feelings and attitudes about certain things. And when you write down your uniqueness, it will help you focus on the points and the parts about your life that you really admire and can really say, wow, yeah, that is unique about myself. That is something good that I have going for myself. And realize you are enough. In fact, say today, I am enough. I am smart enough, wise enough, clever enough, resourceful enough, able enough, confident enough. I am connected to enough people to accomplish my heart's desire. I have enough ideas to pull off magic and miracles. Enough is all I need. Enough is what I have. I have more than enough. You have to really affirm yourself every day because there's too many negative voices that are going to bombard you if you don't. One unique thing about me is my laugh. And I'm not going to laugh right now, but sometimes I'll just laugh just for no reason. I could be at a restaurant, at a store, at a movie theater or someplace, and someone can get me laughing or tell a joke or something, and sometimes I'll just put my head back, and when my kids say when my head back goes back, I done gone into another zone then, because it's really hard for me to stop laughing once I put my head back. But that's something unique about me. So we all have something that's unique that will help us to be ourselves. And I started playing tetherball when I was in elementary school, just because I felt so, like I said, just not really accepted all the time, basically because I just felt like my legs were shaped funny and my feet were weird. And so, but once I started playing tetherball and I really was successful at that, I became almost like the champion of tetherball. And I was able to beat most all those elementary school kids, and it made me feel good. It made me feel like, yeah, I am enough. Yeah, I do have something that I can be proud of. And tell yourself every day something that you can tell yourself, like, I am enough. I am smart. I am happy. I am unique. Just tell yourselves that, or tell yourself, I am fearfully and wonderfully made, because that's what God says you are. Or says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am strong in the Lord. I am more than a conqueror. Say things that are going to lift your spirit up. The bottom line is to say things about yourself that are going to encourage yourself, and to limit the things that you say that are going to be detrimental to your spirit. So next week, I'm going to talk about the key number 2 in my book, To Being Happy. So please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will know when I upload another video, which most likely will be in a week. God bless you all.